it's been a while. So I basically got sick with COVID and it's been a long time to recovery. Still dealing with a lot of fatigue and dizziness, congestion, but my plants have suffered because I've just been so tired and so lazy. But I'm ready to get back to things. Yesterday I went to the gym for the first time in 2 weeks. I just did cardio, so I've been taking it easy. And so now I'm finally getting around to, I guess, addressing my neglected plants. So one of the things that happened is I got an order from Stark Brothers last time, and this tree has just been sitting there, and it's even coming out of dormancy. As you can see, there's like some green growth right there. And so I'm going to go ahead and just trim it already and plant it, and then just let it do its thing. Also struggling with a bunch of mealybugs in my plant collection, so everything's just gotten crazy. I've been lazy, so the pests are just out of control, and yeah, it's time to play catch up. So let's go ahead and do that today. Alright, so this was supposed to be a 4 to 5 foot potted tree that was sent to me from Stark Brothers. It's clearly over 5 foot. I'm 5 foot, so this is probably like 5'6" or taller. And I have just left it here. It's still wrapped in plastic. Nothing has been done to this tree. And like I showed, it's coming out of dormancy. So I really need to figure out what I want to do with it. And one of the things is I'm trying to get potted plants that produce at a doable height. So I don't want anything taller than like 7 foot. So you have to trim it and train it over the years, over time. And so I didn't buy this plant because of its size. I bought it because it was what was in stock. And so this is a Stella Sweet Cherry. And let's see, that is knee height. So I might want to prune it here so it can branch out. But knee height's much shorter. So I think I'm going to just take a chance, and I'm going to prune it right here. Because that's what I'm aiming for in my garden. I want my trees to be trained to be small. And so wow, look at how much we cut off. Crazy. And especially before it starts waking up even more, I want to make sure that this is going to be growing at the height that I want. And so yeah, that's about knee height. And hopefully it'll start growing out to the sides, and we'll definitely keep an eye on this one. And well, now this bamboo support is just much too tall. But take these off. And now it's time to plant. So let's go ahead and do that. Freya is a very protective kitty in a way. She finds something she likes and then it's hers. And if you try to take it away from her, she will growl. Let's see. Or maybe she's just playing with it. You wanna play? Get it, Freya. Get it, baby. Get it. Alright. See, so much can be recycled and used if you're a cat parent. We've had this box out for the cats for like forever for them to enjoy as a little cat tunnel, but I'm officially retiring this box today and it is going in the recycling. Cute, Freya. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. I love you. Alright. So first things first, I'm going to be repotting this Stella cherry tree. I did a knee-high prune to follow the backyard orchard culture methods. So you want to prune low so that the tree produces branches at a lower height. And then look at over here, I have an Awari Satsuma. They look ready, they feel squishy. So this is definitely one of the plants I've kind of sacrificed because I really wanted fruit. So it's usually a good idea to take the fruit off on a young fruit tree so that it can focus on growing nice and strong roots and a tree structure, but I was a little selfish here and I let them grow. So we're going to be enjoying those sometime soon. And then the blueberry bush that I potted up the last time, it's still alive, so everything kind of died back. But I see some branches that are doing just fine, so I might just cut back all the dead branches to let new growth sprout out. And basically, these nectarines are looking a little bit challenged, but they're alive. And so my husband and I both got COVID, and I was really confident when he was sick that I wouldn't get sick because I never do. We've been together almost 8 years now, and I never get sick when he gets sick. But we've also never had COVID, and so this was our first time. I'm really, fortunate that it wasn't like 2-3 years ago that we got COVID. So it was just like a cold, and the only thing is the lasting fatigue and congestion has been like unreal. And I have a coworker who's been dealing with that for 3 months, and I'm ready to get back to normal. I really want to start doing things again. I've practically just been a blob. And my husband had his Thanksgiving break, and we had to cancel all of our plans because we were both sick, and we just were not getting better fast enough. So the entire break, I had him play Baldur's Gate 3, and I just sat on the couch and I watched him play, and then I would pass out and I'd wake up and, just rest, and I'm still dealing with the fatigue. Like, during this repotting, this was really, really tough. I was out of breath. I'm getting dizzy. I only did like 25 minutes of cardio at the gym. I really wanted to hit 30 minutes. You really want to just get back to normal, but, you also have to honor your body and what you're able to do. So I decided to just cut it. So I'm definitely going to have to, slowly ease back into things. And I have a lot of empathy for people who have gotten this sickness, and, the lasting effects are it's unreal, man. And it sucks. I'm still really tired, but I'm back to work, although work has been slow. And in the meantime, we got a lot of video games in. It was a good excuse to stay on the couch. My husband played Baldur's Gate 3, like I said. Excuse me if I'm repetitive. I've also been dealing with a lot of mental fog from getting ill. And I have a tough time thinking even, and that sucks. It's just, man, this sickness sucks. But I digress. These trees have been neglected, and they really just need to be potted. And then with my houseplant collection, I already had kind of a pest problem I was managing before I got sick, and honestly, I think I'm just tired of having so many houseplants. I think like when things die, I'm just throwing them out, or if they're just in a really pitiful condition, it just goes to the trash, and I'm like, that's one less thing on my to-do list. I'm really getting tired of the time it's taking away, especially from rest, because I just want to be resting right now. So we've, just been recovering, and I'm still not fully 100%. We'll see how long that'll take, but I'm ready to just push through the fatigue. I'm ready to just try to get life back to where I was. I hope I didn't lose too many of my gym gains. I was doing so good. I was getting so strong. So my husband told me that you only want, like when you're weightlifting, you only want to start with a warm-up of like maybe 5 minutes of cardio, because you want to leave your energy for the weights themselves. And initially I was probably doing a lot more cardio as a quote-unquote warm-up, and it was just too much, apparently, like if you want to gain strength, because then you only have so much energy for the weights. And so I tried using his method where it was just 5 minutes of a warm-up and that's it. I started cutting myself off, and then just going to the weight training. And I was making some really good headway. And basically what was hard for me when I first started going became like my starting weight towards the end. And so I really hope I didn't lose all that. But it is what it is. And I'll just have to get back to it from where I am now. We also were able to enjoy a lot of good TV. So we watched the latest season of Upload. I think we finished it. My critique was that the first 2 seasons were really good. I thought it was a really interesting concept of the digital afterlife and people get uploaded into it. This is on Amazon Prime. But I don't know if like the writer's strikes affected things, but season 3 was just like, it wasn't the best. And then we watched Good Omens. We've been really enjoying that show. But that was an okay season. I mean, what really got me was I don't want to give any spoilers, but something happened that was unexpected that I feel like the storytelling and the cinematography did not prepare us for. It felt like it came out of nowhere. And so that's my biggest critique of Good Omens with the latest season and the finale episode. I feel like things came out of nowhere, and so it felt off-putting between certain characters, just because I wasn't prepared, and in my mind it was completely, so to speak, platonic. And let's see, we started watching Invincible, and that season just started, so the episodes are coming out weekly, which, the things that happened last season were insane. So my husband's been really excited to watch that. There's been new episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, we're big on like video games and TV, and there has been some good TV. They even came out with Squid Games, like a reality TV show with real people on Netflix. I watched that up to the latest episode. Now, one thing that oh my god, was such good TV is Silo. If you have not heard of it, and if you have not watched Silo, you need to watch it. But, for warning, only watch it when you know you have time for it, because we could not stop watching this show. It was so good. The twists and the turns, and then I'd be like, okay, one more episode. And thankfully, in a way, this was when we were both sick and we had all the time in the world. We were just at home, and it was a wild ride. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. And then, afterwards I was like, what, that's it? And I'm Googling when the next season's gonna come out, and then I found out that Silo is based off of a book series called Wool, and Wool has several books. And so after we finished the show, I needed answers. It was so good. And Google said that the next season is unknown, they want to make it, but when is it coming out? And there wasn't enough information. And so I'm like, I don't know when this next season's coming, and I want to find out answers. So I asked my husband, I'm like, well, do you want to know? Because I'll read it out loud. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And so we sat there reading what was happening next, and it was just twist after twist after twist. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't even think that far. Because when you're thinking of the plot, right, and you're like, I wonder what's really going on, my mind didn't even go as far as many veils on this plot as there was. There was a veil upon veil upon veil. And I mean, I was so impressed, and I highly recommend watching Silo. And I've been playing Baldur's Gate here and there, but with the fatigue, I would rather just lay on the couch and watch my husband play. So I haven't really touched it. Although I do think I want to try streaming it. So we'll see. I want to try different things and basically just do what interests me, and interact with people online maybe. It's been really cool being more active part of the online gardening community and interacting with people. So yeah, I just probably will incorporate more of my hobbies over time, like video games. And so, yeah, we had to cancel all of our plans though because we were sick, which also included my birthday. My birthday this year was on Thanksgiving, so I was like, well, that's gonna be easy for everyone when we ask, what are you thankful for? And they can just be like, you. They can just say me and be thankful anyway. But we had to cancel our plans, which sucks because there's only certain family members that you see during major holidays, and so we're only going to be able to maybe see them for Christmas, not Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I digress. We are throwing our own Thanksgiving this weekend, and it's also going to be a birthday celebration. So in a way, like, we didn't miss out entirely because we were always planning this side of the family's Thanksgiving like a week after Thanksgiving. Because my family, we love to do things around holidays and not on holidays. And so my husband's side of the family, it's going to be on the holiday. But for my family, we're very flexible. We're like, it doesn't matter when. Like, it can, as long as it just happens, it can be a week before, a week after, or more. It don't matter. Anyway, so here is the finished results of my trees. Here's the Stella cherry. And here's the, hopefully, fingers crossed, lemon zest. I bought this on Etsy, so who knows. But that's supposed to be a lemon zest. And anyway, that's all the time I have for today because it looks like I'm all finished. Thanks for stopping by and listening to me chat. And as for you, you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, go plant a tree. Hey, baby boy. What you doing? What you doing? Hi. Yeah. Hey, I see you.